Hello Leo, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is going to be your general reading for March 2019. These are my favorite readings. They include all of my heart decks. It takes a lot out of me to do these readings, so sometimes they're late. Alright, let's get into it. This is the Goddess Tarot by Chris Wilder. We're going to pull a Celtic cross with that, and it's for whatever comes up. So these general readings, I gotta say, generally they turn out to be love readings. But it includes finances and everything else. I don't read everything strictly for love. Then we get a crystal reading card here with the from Rochelle Sharman. You get a chakra and a crystal healing card, a crystal to work with for the month of March. And then Colette Barron reads Wisdom of the Oracle cards. And depending on how things go, there's a relationship message, a prosperity message, and a protection message. So if I see one overwhelming theme here, I'll read that message in addition to the general oracle message. Okay, I hope you're following me. There's Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield, and this will be left for the end, as will Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue, because I will include these love readings as well, love and romance. Excuse me. And then one of my favorite decks, this is the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. I just ordered this in a pocket size as well because I love it so much. Another fabulous, fantastic deck that I suggest everybody get is this Megan Watterson's Divine Feminine Oracle cards. Look at these goddesses from all over the world. Amazing. I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorite decks. I think these two are my favorite decks. And then, of course, Chris Wilder's Goddess Tarot. All right. This is for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. What's going on for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 2019? What does Leo need to know? Anything that Leo needs to know. Anything that comes up. This is for Leo. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. That's what's coming up. Abundance, wealth, commitment. Fantastic card. 8 of Pentacles, because you earned it. You worked hard. Look at that. Her last piece is her masterpiece here, 8 of Pentacles. Then comes 9, but looks like 9 is where you can take care of yourself and you're fully self-sufficient. But you're jumping from 8 to 10, because whatever it is that you're doing, for some of you Leos, whatever your work is, it's going to bring you stability, long-lasting wealth, abundance, a secure future, okay? It's going to be something where it will even include fame, where your name will live on after you. All right. So, this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What wonderful, fantastic energy to start off with. It's for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please, for March 2019. Can we get a Celtic cross, please, for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Now, guys, this takes a long time. There's a lot of oracle decks, and these cards, they don't mess around. They're long. And I like to read the messages of the cards according to the book, because I want that for other people to do that for me. So that's what I do, so that you don't miss out on anything that's intended for this, for the meaning of these cards. So it's going to take a while. If you need to pause, come back later, get a glass of wine, enjoy this read. It's that kind of read. All right. I'm going to keep shuffling here, and this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Almost done. Can we please get a Celtic cross? There we go. Saying done. 4 of Cups. That's a situation. On the bottom, we've got, ooh, the Devil card. This is the sea serpent type of sea goddess, Nai Loro Kido. She was kind of like a, you know, like a siren, where the sailors come and they cry. Well, this is kind of like that, where if you swim in her waters, she'll get ya, and then you're stuck there as a servant for the rest of your life. Temptation, representing the card of the Devil. But the challenge here is the Hierophant, traditions. Consciously, you've got the King of Cups. Foundation, 8 of Swords. Recent past, Ace of Pentacles. Recent future, Ace of Cups. You right now, the World. Lovely, Leo. Around you, 4 of Staves, 4 of Wands, Hopes and Fears, Princess of Swords, Outcome, 6 of Pentacles. All right. So I'm just going to move all of this over here because there's a glare And then we'll make room for the oracle cards over here. All right, the situation saying it's Four of Cups. Now we're going to read this general like. Four of Cups is a card of boredom. I guess you could say boredom. See, this person is kind of, for me, more so, it's card of numbness. Numb, stasis, stuck. It's where there's 3 cups there, and then there's 1 cup intentionally separated. This cup offers you personal fulfillment. That's this cup. Okay? It's running over, right? With joy, bliss, fulfillment, happiness. But what's happening here is currently, for March, this is the situation. Now, when you see this, Leo, what do you want to do? You want to not be like this, right? Because it's a waste of time. You can snap out of this like that. You just have to know you're wasting time thinking about the past. These 3 cups it's a very social card, 3 of Cups. It's anything that can be people you dated, to your sisters or your relatives you used to hang out with and chill with, to your girl squad, to your good old days when you were younger and going out and stuff. All this past memory of good times or celebrations and social activities that you are focused on, kind of daydream about. It's the time of being in stasis and stuck, because you're stuck thinking about the past and you're not quite embracing the future. And it's right here, the Ace of Cups, speaking to your own happiness and fulfillment. This is like first world problems, where you have everything to be happy with this Ace of Cups. But because you're focusing on the 3 cups that have spilled or in the past, you're not realizing your potential. You're not realizing you have everything you need right now to be cup running over happy. The tradition card here with Goddess Juno. This is representative of the Hierophant. And it's speaking to traditions, major institutions like law, church, things of that nature, marriage. So let's look at her. This is Goddess Juno. She's all about traditional values, having faith with the Hierophant positioning here. Faith, trust, doing things by the book, according to your culture, according to your roots, according to what you are used to and conditioned to be. This is the card of traditions, faith, spirituality, and it's a very committed energy as well. As I said, it could speak to major institutions, deep roots, or it could speak to marriage even. And it's in the challenge position. So it could feel like maybe you're stuck thinking about something that didn't pan out, and your challenge might be to be married. Okay, your challenge is to get married. Maybe you want to get married, and instead you see this Ace of Cups is a solitary number, right? It's a number uno, 1. It's you. You have the potential to be happy first within yourself. But because something didn't pan out, you're not seeing it. That's the situation. And you're not realizing it's leaving you in this kind of zombie numb state. Fixated on your inability to kind of manifest this, which is traditional kind of values of possibly marriage, okay? Because I don't think you're trying to be a pope, or you're not, I don't think you're numb because you're not spiritually evolving, okay? Unless you're, I don't even know, meditating or something. Let's just take it for that, and let's just keep going. Okay, so consciously, you've got King of Cups. You could be thinking about somebody, the older energy, established. This is a male water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And if you are pining for this King of Cups, I understand why, because this King of Cups is fabulous. This King of Cups is someone who's ideal. Okay, where let's say the King of Pentacles can't, be as emotional sometimes or artistic or something, not saying they can't, but this King of Cups is someone who's okay with being in touch with their emotions. They're okay with being spiritual. There's someone who'll do yoga and, you know, learn about different cultures and different spiritualities and meditate, things like that. This is a King of Cups who's in tune with their emotions. Cup is about love, emotion, your feelings, and this person has mastered their emotions. Could be a healer type, could be a doctor, therapist, social worker, but I feel like it's a more mature energy here. And so this is someone who looks for deeper meaning generally as an energy in life. If it's not someone who's like that for you, this is someone in your mind right now feeling like the energy of this person is to look for deeper meaning in life, to look for more, something more fulfilling. In the subconscious, you've got 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords, Swords energy, air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Doesn't have to be one of those signs. They don't have to be, this doesn't have to be somebody of that sign, but these are all swords representing things that people have said, things that people have done, let's say, okay, that's influenced you and how you feel about yourself. So 8 of Swords here, it's fear and restriction. You can't move because you're so scared, and you can't see straight because you've put yourself, or people have put yourself, or public opinion has put yourself in such a position where you're just frozen. You don't even know what the right next move to do is. And it's regarding, this is crowning it, tradition as a challenge. The Hierophant position as a challenge. Now, I don't know if this is someone who's a spiritual person who's restricting you, or if it's something where a relationship that slipped through your fingers has left you feeling restricted and fearful. Or is it that your culture and your traditions have been restricting you, meaning they're not from your background, they're not the same religious faith. You know, they might not look at spirituality the way that you do. So this is causing this restriction. Even though they might be a great person, you can't act on it, which is leading you to this stuck stasis. Because this is restricting you. You're scared of what people will say. You're scared of it yourself making the wrong move. In the recent past, this is the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity for material prosperity. It can also be a new relationship that occurred or that came into your life. It's one that holds the possibility and potential for the 10 of Pentacles, a completion. Depending on how you treat it, because all aces are very potent. In the recent future, you got Ace of Cups. So you have 2 aces. It's a push. This has pushed you to this. This new relationship or this new opportunity. It could be a new job even. Okay, that's what brings this out in you. It's a push, these 2 aces, for a new beginning. This ace here in your recent future is going to be fulfillment. Now again, aces can represent, this is very potent, I said aces are. So this ace can be something like babies being born, pregnancy, baptisms, divine love, and self-love, to name a few, okay? So I don't know if it's something where maybe possibly for some of you, if it's regarding a pregnancy. If not, it's about getting over this hump here and recognizing your potential to be fulfilled and enjoy your life. Here you got right now the World card. The World is about karmic cycles coming to a close and new karmic cycles coming in. And I always liken this to pregnancy and then a baby is born. The World card comes when the pregnancy is over and then the baby's born. And then it's the next karmic cycle. You're a mom now. Or graduating after long term of study, 4 years, 3 years, whatever. And then you graduate and then you get the World card, next cycle. It could also speak to global things like traveling for work, international love, long distance relationships. work related to or hobbies related to global concerns like environmentalism, save the whales, save the dolphins, all that type of things. Those type of things. Let's see where this goes. This is a major arcana, by the way. This is a major arcana. So your challenge and you right now, it's a major arcana influences, major fate influences. So what you see is here with these two major arcana is the ending of karmic cycles, beginning of new ones, challenge being tradition. I don't know if I mentioned this to Leo readings already, but this Uranus transit in Taurus, lasting, I don't know if it's 7 or 8 years. Some people, I'm not an astrologer. I've just been Googling and YouTubing. You should look it up for your sign and see how it affects Leo. Uranus in Taurus. It's happening now in March. So it's a big deal, and it's about breaking away from traditions and conditioning, like Goddess Juno represents here with the Hierophant energy, and doing what is true to you, what's really your personality and what you're like, as opposed to what your family told you to be like and told you to do. So that karmic cycle ending. Challenge here is tradition. Maybe this Four of Cups is you're scared to go out on your own, but this new opportunity is going to push you to realize your potential. Around you, you got Four of Staves. Maybe it is a graduation. Maybe it is a wedding. This is another card of, it's a card of reunions. It's a very social card, the Four of Staves, Four of Wands. It's one where you've built a solid foundation, and building upon that, you have now this situation. It shows kind of like this marriage vibe here. Sometimes it'll show flower girls decorating, having people over for dinner, for a gathering, for a celebration. Why? Because times are good, family's good, everyone's good. The foundation is rock solid. Everybody's, you know, celebrating in the success together. Could be indicative of a wedding or a graduation type of energy. So 3 types of wedding, graduation, baby, breaking away from traditions, travel. So far, we'll keep going. Princess of Swords. Now, in Chris Wilder's deck, this is like the Knight of Swords, because this deck is very girl power. The king is not the completion, the queens are, which is why I like this deck. So Princess of Swords is like the Knight of Swords, in the hopes and fears here, hoping to get your confidence up and go after what you want. The Knight of Swords is nothing if not confident, overly confident, running headfirst into something, you know, so swinging the sword first, asking questions later. But look, it's so different compared to how you're feeling in your subconscious. 8 of Swords, fear and restriction. So you're hoping to have change come in. Usually you'll see a horse with the Knight of Swords, okay, speaking to movement, change. So this Princess of Swords is someone who's not scared to let people know how she feels. She's going to speak her truth, no matter who it hurts or whatever. I would caution, though, with the Ace of Swords that she's holding in her hand, to temper your message with tact and to make sure you're not cutting off things that you're going to need in the future. So that's the Princess of Swords, Knight of Swords, hoping to move forward with confidence. This is where the Knight of Swords runs into things, into battle, sees it as a challenge, wants to win, goes after what he wants, not shy, not scared, aggressive energy. This is what you're hoping for. In the outcome, you've got 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles speaks to dependencies, giving and receiving. Usually it will show here, I like how they show this wealthy aristocrat type woman here. And she's got 2 ladies at the side. Obviously, you can tell in the body language that one has more than the other 2. And on purpose, with 6 of Pentacles, they always show one of the 2 people who are in this receiving position looking a little bit better off than the other. As you can tell, this one's got her hand up, you know, like they're friends, and she's got more of like her body language is turned toward her. But this one's got her hand out, asking for something. So in the outcome, it looks like one person is favored more than the other, okay, in terms of receiving something. It could be on a higher vibration. It could be giving and receiving and getting help from someone. getting help where and support where you may need it from your family, from your friends, or whoever, okay? And on a lower vibration, it could speak to exploitation. The Six of Pentacles generally is something where you might feel a certain way about other people if they're on the receiving end, feeling like they need more than what you're giving, that they're not being treated fairly, and then, you know, the other person who's in the position of giving is like, you shouldn't be saying anything about what I'm doing because I don't have to be doing any of this. I'm doing it because I'm being generous. So it's kind of this card of dependencies. We'll see where it goes with the oracle cards. But on the bottom, we've got temptation with the devil card, speaking to entrapment, kind of control. Okay, this is the Eight of Swords. This is what makes you feel like this, because that's what the devil card or the temptation card here wants you to feel. Scared, isolated, alone, optionless, afraid, restricted. So you stay chained up, like in the traditional tarot, with the devil holding two people, a man and a woman, chains around their neck, around their feet. And it's a mind fuck, basically. Okay, so let's pull some oracle cards. I'm going to start with, let's pull Wild Kuan Yin, just because aside from the beautiful illustrations, the meanings are so healing. Let's see what's going on for Leo, please. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 2019, please. Can we please get a card for Leo? This is why I got the pocket edition. I can barely shuffle these. I like to shuffle comfortably and quickly. Okay, so can we please get a card for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 2019, please. What does Leo need to know? What guidance is there for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 2019? Okay. On the bottom, ancestral guardians of light, and I will read that as well because the bottom cards have been resonating a lot for people lately. You know what? I'm just going to put this here. No, I'll put it up because you can't see it. There we go. And on the top, the slave dances into freedom. Oh, wow. You see, dependencies and exploitation, right? That's what we're talking about. All right. This is a very positive card. All right, let's read about it. So the one from the top, the slave dances into freedom, 21. Right? Talking about this devil chained energy here. Okay, prepare yourselves for the deepness, okay? It says, you have been on a path that no longer serves your highest good. The time has come for you to be free from it. I shall free you from the negative influence of even the most persistent struggle or devastating conditions with one simple gesture. Do not be attached to the war you have endured, my beloved wild warrior. It is over by my grace. A new reality of freedom is yours. It is time to dance your way into freedom. The guidance. The divine loves your fighting spirit, but you are to be protected from a too long battle that could poison your beautiful heart with bitterness and leave you depleted. Instead, it is recognized that you are in need of solace, sweetness, and a sense of purposeful passion that does not dry you out, but fills you and allows you to offer healing to the world, rather than trying to bend the world to your will. You have been granted honorable discharge for karmic duty completed. Soon you will be experiencing life in a completely different way, free from a legacy of darkness that once held you down, kept you trapped in conflict that perhaps even became bitter, disheartening, and draining. That darkness might have held you enthralled in an internal pattern of repetitive suffering and struggle, or it might have been your seduction, domination, or enslavement to the power of another person, or to any external set of circumstances. This taste of freedom bestowed shall not only be sweet, it shall be utter and complete. Inner reading Freedom to start afresh is being given to you. A new beginning without any attachment to the past holding you back is yours. You are being freed from a battle, whether in your own self or with the world or another. If you are locked into a fight or lose mentality, soften and release that now. The habit of struggle can become ingrained in us. We perceive stress and threat where there is none. Because of past experience, when our reality in the here and now could be very different if we allow it. Learn to think and be in a new way, expecting that things are going to work out for the best for you in all ways and at all times. If someone in your world wants to fight, you don't have to enter into it. You can choose peace in your heart if you wish. You are not obliged to stay at war, even if another is not willing to forgive and move on. Don't be afraid to celebrate your own happiness and leave the war zone. Physical, psychological, emotional, behind you now. Freedom is yours. There's a healing process. Because this card is so potent, I'm going to just read it. Sit quietly with one palm of the hand turned upwards as if to receive at the level of the heart. Use your other hand to hold this guidebook and read your prayer. Say the following out loud. I gratefully receive unconditional release from the wars that I have been raging within my mind, body, and soul. From my heart, I offer gratitude to Kuan Yin, who loves me unconditionally and gives thanks for the unconditional karmic grace that frees me now and allows me to experience new life. I honor the learning of the past and I forgive myself and all involved in it. I no longer need to hold on to anything. I trust completely in the new beginning that is being given to me. I am free, I am free, I am free. With peace in my heart and gratitude in my mind, rest for a moment, perhaps with your eyes closed, with both palms facing upwards at the heart, to receive blessing. Then open your eyes, place your hands in prayer position, and bow your head. You have completed your healing process. Now, let's read Ancestral Guardians of Light. Do you see what I mean by the potency of these messages? My goodness. Okay, and here's the next one. My love for you is so vast, and as you learn to recognize it, you shall see me reaching for you in every person, every encounter, every circumstance, every event in your life. You have come to this planet at my request to be a bearer of light and a way shower for others, and because you honor me in taking human form, so too shall I honor you. Look within your heart, and there you shall find me. We travel together always. There is no need for you to feel alone. Guidance. Souls travel in groups, reincarnating again and again to grow and evolve together. These are the people with whom we feel an unwavering and profound connection, irrespective of whether or not we are connected biologically. Sometimes, even when we have not met them in person, sometimes a connection feels nurturing and constructive, at other times deeply challenging. What matters most is that you are willing to grow by honoring your truth and accepting the opportunities for personal development that are presented to you. This may mean holding a higher truth in your heart to help show those in fear another way. That could be breaking away from destructive belief systems in your family or culture. Tradition card, right? Or helping to defend and uphold traditions that are healing for the soul. You are being honored as a leader in your own right, helping bring a more loving, less fearful consciousness to those with whom you are connected. Don't be afraid to lead others through your own example. You are contributing something positive to the world, and this is a natural talent of yours at a spiritual level, part of your divine destiny to be lived. Although sometimes you may feel alone when you are ahead of the curve, you are actually a part of a powerful spiritual team, and the Divine Mother is always with you. In a reading, the connection that you have been feeling to a person or group is confirmed as a deep soul connection. There is karmic healing, or the working out of past life issues that is happening during this lifetime for you. This will help your soul to grow. There is no need to feel bad or punished if something seems to be negative in your life. It is the divine reaching for you, wanting you to grow through an experience and discover more of your inner light and beauty. Sometimes it is only in the darkness that we see our light clearly. When we realize the light, we do not need the darkness anymore. Go through what is happening in your world with peace in your heart. Light will prevail and peace will come. Do not stop until you reach that place of light and peace within. You are a natural healer, and some of the issues you are personally experiencing are actually from the groups to which you belong: family, work, humanity. Trust that you are not making things up or going crazy. You are working at a collective level because your soul is able to help process issues that the group is struggling to resolve. By doing so, you are bringing more light, compassion, and peace to the matters at hand. Wow, that one was speaking to, your ancestors and your guardians all influencing you as well, and souls reincarnating at the same time in the same groups to work out past issues. So it says you're not going crazy. You have your freedom now. It's just a whole bunch of things going on at the same time and processing, all it's ancient issues, like inherited issues and traumas. All right, so this is the Divine Feminine Oracle cards. I'm going to pull a card. Can we please get one beautiful goddess to give us some guidance for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 2019, please? All right. Machik Leptron, the diamond-hearted Dakini. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. And the bottom, Bridget, Goddess Bridget, thank you. She always used to come out when I did this before. The Goddess of the Eternal Flame. I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. Beautiful. All right, so let's read about them. I'll read their message. Machik Leptron was the first one here. 125. It says, when your soul selects her card, from Machik's perspective as an enlightened female, she knew that the difference between a god and a demon had to do with our reaction to them. Those who cause us pain, she explained, also teach us patience, whereas those who bring us gifts can distract us from our spiritual paths. No one and no single situation has the power to derail us. That is, unless we let it. The power rests within us. The spiritual path for Machik was to become intimate with her inner demons, those thoughts or beliefs that kept her from experiencing joy, bliss, and pure love. The darkness within us isn't actually dark. It often feels threatening because some aspect of our intuition knows that when we face it, we will reclaim a lost part of our soul. We will heal, we will become more whole, and that ironically can be terrifying. We get so used to functioning with only one wing, we wonder, how can I fly now with two? I'll go too far, too high. Who will I become now that I am free? The slave dances into freedom. All right. And who will I lose in the elevation of my soul? Machik is here to support us in seeing what's ready to come to consciousness. She's here with her diamond heart to hold us as we feed one of our demons, not with fear, but with the knowledge that bringing it to life and into the light will help set us free. The soul, right? That I am ready to see and release within me. Intention, I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. Next, we have Goddess Bridget, 156, I think. And, oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to look her up. 162, okay. When your soul selects her card, there's that moment when you're making your way through the dark, and suddenly after what feels like days or months or even years, a ray of light comes through to you. A lightning happens. Each step isn't quite as hard to make as the one before, and you feel a great shift begin, as if now you're headed towards something new, something even brighter. Bridget is the essence of that first flame, that first ray of light. Bridget reminds us that the darkness never lasts. Bridget's eternal flame represents the truth that the light never leaves us and can never be extinguished. It simply gets obscured or blocked from us. She reminds us that every day is actually filled with light. There are many days and times in our lives when we endure thick cloud cover, when that flame that exists within us is blocked by pain or confusion. Bridget is the sweet sound that reaches us in the dark and reminds us that we have never been on this journey alone. Bridget is our sign that the dawn is here because we have made it through the dark winter. We can lift our head. The healing has happened, and now each next day is bound to be brighter. The soul voice meditation. What allows me to feel light more often every day? Intention. I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. And in this story here, Bridget speaks to when people were traveling at nighttime, she invented that thing of where when you're feeling alone and scared, walking along in the dark, people, that whistling and communicating through whistles so that you knew you weren't alone. All right, so now let's pull, thank you goddesses, beautiful. Let's pull a Colette Baron read Wisdom of the Oracle card. Can we get a card, please, for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please? Whoa. Okay, I got 2. Time to Go and All That Glitters. Okay, so let's just speak to this. All That Glitters is about, because I've seen this so many times, it's about when whatever you're going after, you have to make sure that your intentions are correct. Also that you're not doing things because you want the wealth. It's even speaking to coveting when you're looking at other people, not coveting really per se, but seeing other people be successful and feeling like, you're less than because you haven't accomplished as much as someone else. And it also speaks to all that glitters where you don't know what that person is going through or what their struggle is. Things might look great on the surface, but their struggle, their journey might not be what's for you, because it might look nice what they show you, but there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. Also, when you're picking somebody as a mate or going forward and looking at people in general, it's saying, if these people did not have fancy cars, all the money, the trappings of wealth, would they still be that interesting to you? Would you still be that engaged? Would you still be interested? This is speaking to true wealth is inner wealth and not everything that glitters. So Time to Go, let's read that. This is over here. Number 45. Essential meanings, endings, completion, walking away from something because there's nothing else to learn or experience. The Oracle's message, you are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There's nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. That's the World card right here. If some of you might be traveling, I don't know, but karmic cycle's ending, right? So this is where it is. It's saying there's nothing left for you to do or be or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you don't need to, if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. That's exciting. I will read the general oracle message for number 16 though. Essential meanings, a need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, being mercurial. The Oracle's message, it's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing, or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's a time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? All right. Now, this is the crystal reading cards by Rochelle Sherman. I'm going to pull a card here for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 2019. Can you please get a crystal for Leo to work with? And it'll give you a chakra that needs healing as well. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. Oh, rose quartz, inner child. Okay. So that's this. And on the bottom, we have citrine, abundance. Okay, we'll just leave this over here. Maybe get another one. I have a whole bunch. I will not run out. Okay. Rose quartz, inner child. It's various shades of pink, and it's related to your heart chakra. It says, so this is for heart chakra healing, okay, for the rose quartz. Deepening self-love and acceptance, opens the heart, bringing unconditional love, enhances compassion, gentleness, and nurturing of the soul, brings self-fulfillment and inner peace, supports those going through divorce and separation. It says here, this card may, when your inner child is calling you to come out and play. When were you last spontaneous, or did you feel the magic of life through a child's eyes? Did the things you did as a child that made you feel happy, like ride your bike or build a sandcastle? This card may also be gently guiding you to the understanding that what you are experiencing and feeling stems from your inner child. Old patterns, reactions, wounds, and behaviors may be playing out in your life, and you could be feeling unsafe emotionally. There may also be mother-father issues that are affecting you and your relationships. It is time to embrace your wounded child within and allow him or her to feel safe and supported by you so that deep healing can occur. Breathe the soft, nurturing energy of rose quartz into your heart and feel it dissolve any old wounds connected to your inner child. Nurture, support, and love the child within you, as this is the key to your healing at this time. And guys, I just want to say the rose quartz is so inexpensive. You can go grab rose quartz at any little crystal shop or metaphysical shop or gem show. Even at, like, check out Winners, Home Sense, in those the crystal section there. It's very inexpensive, wonderful stone, lifts up your vibration, and also, you know, the new moon, you can put your crystals out for charging in the new moon. It's on March 6th. Just put the intention of what you want to heal, what you want to get rid of, what you want to bring into your life while holding that crystal. Put it outside, charge it in the new moon, maybe even charge it for 2 days, bring it in. And crystals absorb energy. They're like sponges. You have to keep taking care of them. So you rejuice them and then you bring them back and it gets your energy up and helps you heal. They do work. So citrine is speaking to abundance here. I love citrine. My citrine is frozen in a block. All right. Yellows and golds. It's related to the solar plexus chakra, like your tummy area, and your heart chakra, okay? Purification crystal on all levels. Assists in manifesting wealth and abundance. Shifts old patterns of negativity. Brings in the joy and magic of life. Saying, you deserve the riches and fruits this amazing world has to offer. Open and receive as the devas of citrine shower you with their potent energy of abundance. Allow this energy to dissolve any fears you may have around money or receiving the abundance, giving and receiving. Allowing this energy to dissolve any fears you may have around money or receiving the abundance you deserve. Enjoy this new vibration that is bathing you right now and accept that you are worthy of receiving it. If you've been experiencing lack in any areas of your life, it is time to shift your focus back onto positive thoughts of abundance. If you are thinking of a new adventure or relationship, the devas of citrine say that this is a positive move which will bring the prosperity of abundance into your life. Saying you have attracted this powerful card because it's time to open deeply and receive the blessings of abundance in your life on all levels. Beautiful. Okay, now we are at the end of our journey almost, guys. We're going to pull the last 2 remaining oracle cards, starting with the Romance Angels. This is for love and romance. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Can we please get us a Romance Angels oracle card? What's going on for Leo, please, for March 2019? For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 2019. There we go. Romantic feelings. And on the bottom, new love. Excellent. So new love on the bottom. Just going to move these over. Beautiful goddesses. Thank you so much. New love. And romantic feelings. Let's see if you can see all these. Not quite. Okay. The stirrings within your heart represent the song of romance calling to you. This card comes to you as guidance to follow the pathway of those feelings. Perhaps you've met someone who made your heart leap and you wondered whether to pursue him or her. Well, this card says that the answer is yes. Take action by flirting, asking the person out on a date, or making your feelings known. If you've recently been longing for more romance in your life, this card is a signal to take charge of making that happen. You can romance yourself by, for example, treating yourself to a luxurious massage or pedicure, buying yourself presents, or watching a romantic movie, basically taking care of yourself. You can also actively pursue and attract romance. First, affirm that it is already inside of you. A partner definitely brings these feelings to the surface. However, they were within you as a potential initially. The more you affirm, I am romantically loved, the more you attract this condition within yourself and through a relationship. In some cases, you'll receive this card as a signal that you are ready for a new relationship. It then guides you to take action, such as being aware of people who you meet who may be potential partners, as well as frequenting places where such potential partners may be. These would be locations or events associated with your hobbies and interests. So Leo, what's your hobbies and interests? It's saying get out there because you're ready. New love is what comes after that, right? Let's just switch the order because you know romantic feelings actually snapped out first. And this is leading to new love. So let's read new love. The romance angels have sent you this card like a Valentine greeting, signaling the introduction of someone new into your love life. Perhaps you've recently met this person and your interest was piqued. This card validates that your connection was mutual and real. It is safe for you to explore it, and the romance angels will guide your actions accordingly. Of course, if you are already in a committed relationship, you'll want to consult your angels and perhaps a counselor or other trusted person to get insight into your feelings. While running into the arms of a suitor may sound passionate, the reality of guilt over the affair will soon weigh heavily upon you. It's better to confront the issues within your present relationship that left your emotional doors open for someone else. This card can also mean that you'll soon meet a new person. In these cases, the romance angels are asking you to keep the faith that love is in your cards. You deserve love and you're lovable. The angels guide you to be aware, as you never know when your partner will arrive. Well, guys, it's been a tough read so far, but the good news is wonderful things are coming into your life. Fulfillment's coming in. Freedom is coming into your life. Healing and new love. That's a good read, okay? So final card for the day. This is Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield. Can we please get a card for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 2019? Let me just... This card really gets blocky when I'm shuffling. Okay, I'll take that. On the bottom, the union of hearts. There is a connection of love that defies explanation. So I'm going to put this here and the one on top. I love you. These are very important words. I'm speaking to having the need to say these words as well. So let me just move these back a bit and make these two. All right. Number 28. These are very, very short, so I'll read both. There is a connection of love that defies explanation. This is so special, unique, and cannot be defined in words. That this is love that is comfortable and fits perfectly. It can be between parents and children, in a romantic relationship, or in a special friendship. And then number 20 is I love you. These are very important words. Whether you say this to a pet, a friend, your partner, or yourself, these are the most important words you can say. Don't hold these words in like it will take away their importance. Be willing to say I love you often and freely. All right, Leo, that was your reading for March 2019. I told you this reading is in-depth and it gets deep into your feelings. So please check out your other love readings, your weekly love reading, your monthly love reading, and I'll try to post your dailies soon. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Talk to you guys very soon and have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.